Hello, Oracles. Well, what does it mean to move at the speed of Elon? So a lot of times we look out there and look at the pace that Tesla has been moving going forward, and now we're looking over at Twitter, and they are moving at a very fast pace as well, and Elon has only owned the company for 1 week. So when you're looking at Elon and the pace that he moves at, the reason it seems like things move so fast for him is because he has such a long-term vision. He is looking out 20, 30, infinite amount of years as to what a goal is. So he just says to himself, well, if this is the goal that we want to achieve and this is where we want to achieve it, how quickly can we get to that goal? And they just sprint. So it is a full-on sprint the entire time. So for some people, you think about, marathon runners that are out there. The pace that these top marathoners run at is faster than most people can just run 1 mile, and they do it consistently for over 26. This is similar to how Elon operates. While other people are struggling to run 1 mile at the pace of these marathoners are going to be doing it consistently over and over and over again. Tesla and Elon run at marathon pace. They run at a mile pace that is challenging for others to do for just 1 mile, and they do it consistently. And they continue to improve on top of that. So when we're looking over at Twitter today, and I do feel bad, all of the people who are getting laid off over there, if you guys have not seen, Elon did send out a letter to all of the employees telling them that today they are going to be having to check their email to see if they are going to still be employed or not. They have the doors locked for the day over there just for safety concerns and other reasons. So it's never easy to go through a time getting laid off. And it's something that they don't want to have to do, but in order to build the business and have the business move forward in the means that they want to have it move at and improve everything for everyone, and think about the goals that they're looking at, sometimes sacrifices need to be made. So unfortunately, this is the move that they need to make in order to get to those goals that they are trying to achieve for everyone. So it's a little sacrifice now for a little bit more later. It's one of those like delayed gratification type situations. Unfortunately, some people need to lose their jobs along the way. Now, me personally, I have been let go from my job twice. Both times were not good, because both times I really enjoyed my job. They were right before Christmas, both times. And both of these times, I was looking forward to my future career with both of those companies. However, both of those times I got laid off, and then I found out later that it was the best thing that could have happened to me, because the next opportunity I took on moved me even further forward. I most likely would not have gotten that at the previous job. That was my comfort place. I was comfortable in those jobs, and I was comfortable doing whatever needed to happen because people don't like change. And now, to take a silver lining out of all of this, yes, these people are getting laid off, but look at the jobs market. There are a lot of jobs that are open right now. So hopefully every one of these individuals will be able to find a job quickly, and they can all continue moving forward without too much of an interruption in their lives. So hopefully that can all happen for them. But again, coming from my standpoint, I have been through this a couple of times. You guys are going to find the next step for you guys that is going to propel you even further. Many of you are going to notice out there that, hey, this opportunity that you lost here with Twitter is actually going to open up even bigger opportunities for you in the future. So that's the way I have always looked at it, because that has been my experience, and I've heard the same from others as well. And you guys can let me know in the comments below if you have ever lost your job and if that ended up opening up even bigger opportunities for you in the future. And looking back at it, I'm actually grateful for those times that I was able to get laid off, because it gave me more opportunity time with my son. I was unemployed for a little while. I got to spend some time with him, and yeah, it was right before Christmas, so that stunk, but that gave me the entire holiday season to spend with him. I'm a silver lining kind of guy, so while it does stink to have this happen, I look at the positives that come out of all of this. I got some freedom of time, I was able to spend time with the family, I was able to look forward and kind of figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and then it presented me another opportunity. So that's the way I look at it, and I'm grateful for those opportunities. And again, moving at the speed of Elon means that he is just going to be making these moves all along the way. Now, granted, he had already planned on buying this for the last 6 months or so. Of course, it went on and off. Does he want to buy it? Does he not want to buy it? But I'm sure he has played through his head all of the different things that he wanted to do if he ended up taking over Twitter. And so he's just executing on a lot of these things that I'm sure he already had plans in place for. So now we're going to be moving forward into this and just executing on all of these plans. That's what Elon does. He thinks things all the way out. Think about what he does with Tesla. Every time we get to a bottleneck or some sort of situation, Tesla seems to be able to get through it better than everyone else. This is because Elon's thinking takes them far beyond. We've talked about it many times in the past, where Elon will look out 10, 20, 30 years, and he'll play the whole entire game backwards and say, all right, well, what bottlenecks can we potentially see along the way to get there? All right, well, let's come up with some preventative measures to make sure that we don't even get to those bottlenecks when they would arise. This is how he is going to play things out with Twitter as well. He has seen what his end goal is going to be. We don't fully know what that is. If you take a look at x.com, we can take a look and see basically what he's trying to get to, but we know that there's going to be a lot of other things along the way. We know he's looking to make this very similar to WeChat like they have over in China. So if they can end up putting all of this together and get to that point, that's where they want to get to. We have also seen from Elon that he is going to be taking on the new video project going on over at Twitter. This is something I am very excited about as well, and I know many other content creators are excited about this also, as it's going to give us yet another platform to be able to put our content on. So this is going to be awesome for us, and we know that anything that Elon builds usually turns out to be a pretty awesome product. So I'm looking forward to this also. So we'll see how that plays out, but this is the pace we're moving at. And think about how many people are up in arms about Elon taking over and Elon charging $8 for Twitter Premium and all sorts of stuff over there just shows exactly how disruptive Elon is. Elon gets you into a space where people are comfortable. People like what they have. People have their control and their comfort zone. Elon's coming in to disrupt that because guess what? A lot of times people in their comfort zone are not going to grow. So we have seen this happening with a lot of people over there. And I know, of course, you can definitely tell the different sides of things because we have a lot of people who are very excited about all of this happening because they are able to get into a space and be able to actually expand and grow themselves. Meanwhile, others are upset about it because they were in control. They were in charge and they don't like to relinquish their power. We've got AOC over there, Stephen King, a lot of different people who are very upset about what is happening over there. Now, for me personally, I'm one of the ones who are excited about it. You guys know this. So I'm very much looking forward to what the platform is going to present to us in the future. Personally, I have actually been on there more than I have before just because I am excited to see what's happening. I can actually build more relationships with more of you guys in the community. Speaking of which, we are going to be having a ladies' night here on the channel. We are going to be having Alexandra Boomer Mama. We'll have Jennifer Strahan. We're going to have Eva McMillan. So we're going to have all of these ladies on here. And as soon as I know what day and time we are going to do it, I will let you guys know. Very much looking forward to this. We are going to make it something recurring. And if there are any ladies watching this channel right now and you would like to join us, you are more than welcome to. Just feel free to reach out in the comments and I will send you a link as well. And so when it comes down to the stock price itself, when we're looking back at Elon's pace and the way he moves, we've got the pace of innovation and then we've got the pace of Elon. And Elon is like the pace of innovation on steroids. And that thing is going to be moving extremely fast. And there's a lot of people who just cannot grasp that concept. A lot of people in Wall Street, a lot of analysts just do not understand that pace entirely. So we see the stock price moving where it's at. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh my gosh, look at how much further ahead they are. And then the stock price jumps up. We have seen several times over the history of Tesla stock where we've seen massive exponential jumps in the stock price just because it's finally catching up to where the fundamentals have been going. So this is what's happening right now. We're kind of trading sideways. We have been for the last year, and now we're going to all of a sudden hit a jump at some point. We don't know when that's going to be. Obviously, we are in a very difficult macro situation right now, so we may be trading sideways or lower for a little while longer. But as soon as we get that macro blanket lifted, we are going to see that that pace of innovation for Tesla has grown so much that the stock price is going to explode and come out of this. So I'm very much looking forward to that time. And that's why for me personally, I am excited to have these stock prices be depressed like they are because it gives me an opportunity to buy even more for even less, knowing full well that within the next year to year and a half, we are going to see this exponential jump happening again. I don't know for sure when it's going to happen, but looking at history and how we have been moving along the way, this has happened before. This will happen again. We are in one of these opportunities right now to be able to buy more for a much lower price than the stock really should be trading at. And this is why I always say, look at the fundamentals of the company. The fundamentals of the company are growing exponentially. We just saw the numbers coming out of China for sales. They had the highest sales numbers of the first month of any quarter ever in the history of the company. This is going to continue to grow exponentially over the years. Then we are also seeing Austin and Berlin ramping exponentially. That growth is going to continue. We are going to get more gigafactories. The entire company is still growing exponentially, but the stock price is not. Eventually that stock price will catch back up to the fundamentals. So when we see a lag in this in the moment, that to me is that great buying opportunity. You see the stock price lagging the fundamentals, buy. That is, in my opinion, not financial advice, but that's how I see it. And I have a strong feeling this time around how we have seen it in the past when we've seen those exponential jumps in the stock price, that has been mostly retail investors coming in. Now that we have investment grade rating, when we get to that next exponential jump, we are going to have big money institutions also coming in to push the stock price up. So that is another reason why for me as a retail investor and just a little guy, I want to be able to add as much as I can, because when we hit that next jump, we will never see these prices again, in my opinion. So let me know in the comments below if any of you ladies watching this would like to be on. Please reach out. Also, let me know what you would like us to discuss. We're kind of leaving it as an open forum, so of course you guys are also welcome to be able to put out your comments and questions in the chat during the live stream. And let me know how you guys describe the pace that Elon moves at when it comes to innovation and everything else that he does with his companies. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all of the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat, that link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a membership program and a Patreon. Those links are also in the description. Over there, I will be sharing all of my price targets through 2032, my production forecast, my valuation model, and my income, investments, and expenses to show you guys how I spend my money and invest wisely. Thank you all so much. Have a great one.